I sense there's a storm coming.
There's a storm coming!
Alice says there's a storm coming.
There's a storm coming.
Storm's coming.
Eric. What are you doing here? Why do you ask questions to which you already know the answers? Don't give up on them, Eric. What would you have me do, Charles? I've heard these arguments before. It was a long time ago. Mankind has evolved since then.
The Xavier University community is united by our all-for-one spirit. We would like to recognize and truly thank those on the front lines, serving our community during this time of crisis. Our mission is always to be men and women for and with others. Although we cannot physically be with you during these times, we are still for you.
Simply put, this country and this world benefit from your commitment to Jesuit principles, to being men.
As a graduate of another great Jesuit institution, Xavier University, I have great affection for the value and purpose of a Jesuit education.
This is new for us today. Elon Musk is facing backlash after he debuted a new light-up sign on top of Twitter's headquarters. Musk posted this video of the new sign in San Francisco. It features this brightly illuminated X. X is the official new name of Twitter. You might have noticed it on your smartphone. There's no longer the bird, it's an X on the app. The new sign is now causing controversy in the neighborhood, though. Some say it's so bright it disturbs the people in the apartments across the street. The city of San Francisco is investigating if replacing the new sign required a new building permit as well. There's also an inspection to make sure it is structurally sound.
You're sneaking around in here, Charles. Whatever are you looking for? I'm looking for hope. I will bring you hope, old friend. And I ask only one thing in return. Don't get in my way. We are the future, Charles, not them. They no longer matter.
Storm coming soon.
A storm is coming, Frank says.
A storm is coming. Our storm.
The weak will be purged, and the strongest will thrive, free to live as they see fit. They'll make America great again!
And we will make America great again. God bless you and good night. I love
you. That leaves Dr. Crusher 48 minutes to develop an inoculant to the virus.
Which means there's still time for us to do something.
48 minutes. 47, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Chief Justice Roberts to administer the presidential oath of office.
And will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States. So help me God. Congratulations, Mr. President.
But it was the rising tension in Palestine that held world attention. Partition had brought a new flare-up in the strife between Arab and Jew. Politically, the conflict appeared to be settled. In actual fact, it had only just begun. The United Nations Special Committee had advocated separate Jewish and Arab states as the uneasy compromise. The plan was accepted by 33 votes to 13.
What it was the story of a man who was an entertainer who had some power, who had access to the media, to the television, who parlayed that into a political situation.
Yeah, he became, I guess people at that time didn't think it could happen. It can happen. It can happen. And has happened at times. It might be happening now, who knows?
Who knows?
But this was just an interesting, energetic guy at the beginning, a free kind of a man. And he discovered radio, and then he discovered television, and then he became accepted by people, and he became their folk hero. And then he started to manipulate them and tell them how to think, and they would do what he said do. And then he began to realize how much power he really had. And he started to influence the politicians, and he was about to launch this real loser into political office. When the country discovered him by means of Patricia Neal, who played a role called Marcia, she left the audio switch open
at the end of the
at
show.
the end of a show, at the end of a program, and the people actually heard what he said, and he called them sheep, and he called them that they would do exactly what he said do, and how dumb and stupid they were. Then they turned him off, but he took that.
Donald Trump doesn't just live large, he lives really on top of the world. He is the American dream. We had to see it for ourselves, so we sent one of our producers to spend a whirlwind day in the life of Donald.
This is my son, Don. And Don's helping me. We're building a 90-story building in Chicago. It will be the best. There will be nothing like it.
Before his first meeting, Donald Trump hits the phones.
The other guy's going to have a fit if you tell him that. Don't even mention it to him. Just get the goddamn thing signed, okay? Guy's an idiot.
There's a contractor that would like to get more money. They signed a contract.
The other guy's going to have a fit if you tell him that. Don't even mention it to him. Just get the goddamn thing signed, okay? Guy's an idiot. Mention it to him. Just get the goddamn thing signed, okay? Guy's an idiot.
There's a contractor that would like to get more money. They signed a contract, and now they're unhappy with the deal they made. You believe this?
Yeah, that was strong. Who was that man?
Get the goddamn thing signed, okay? Guy's an idiot.
So what do you think of my Trump Home mattress collection by Serta? Finally, the same luxury and comfort I demand in my hotels.
Oh, they'll never count sheep again.
Listen, why don't you come work for me?
What do you have in mind?
Something you were born to do. Something you were born to do. Something you were born to do.
Welcome to room 9.
Looking good, number 9. Looking good.
Where's your dignity?
Save now on this Trump Home Luxury Suites mattress during the Serta Luxury Suite Savings Event, now through Labor Day.
Alexander Cadogan, Britain's representative, abstained. Prince Faisal of Saudi Arabia headed the Arab country's opposition. The Jewish state will include the ports of Haifa and Tel Aviv and the whole of the Negev Valley. The Arab will occupy the fertile eastern part. Jerusalem will come under United Nations trusteeship. First reaction from the Jews was one of joy. Crowds gathered in the streets and greeted the birth of their state with traditional dances. Britain's civic administration is expected to withdraw by May. Jews and Arabs will then govern themselves. Arab opposition to the partition scheme has been violent. The call for a holy war against the Jews went out from Cairo. A 3-day general strike coincided with an intensive recruiting campaign. As in India, transfer of power in Palestine will bring bloodshed. 2 states have been born. For the Holy Land, the immediate future would not bring peace.
By my calculations, the next time distortion should occur between 28 to 47 minutes. I'm receiving a code 47. Verify. It is code 47, sir. Start lead emergency frequency.
You, my friend, are a riddle to me. Because I've run your face and your prints through every database we have. You know what we found? Nothing. So, why don't we start with your name?
47.
It's not a name.
No, but it is mine.
Of all the weapons in the vast Soviet arsenal, nothing was more profitable than Automat Kalashnikova model of 1947, more commonly known as the AK-47 or Kalashnikov. It's the world's most popular assault rifle, a weapon all fighters love. An elegantly simple 9-pound amalgamation of forged steel and plywood. It doesn't break, jam, or overheat. It will shoot whether it's covered in mud or filled with sand. It's so easy, even a child can use it. And they do. The Soviets put the gun on a coin. Mozambique put it on their flag. Since the end of the Cold War, the Kalashnikov has become the Russian people's greatest export. After that comes vodka, caviar, and suicidal novelists. One thing's for sure, no one was lining up to buy their cars.
I know you don't have any reason to trust me, but you're in danger.
What do I have to do?
Run! Move, move, move!
Look out!
There's a record of a pioneer experiment, Britain's first rainmakers. For a year now, reports have been coming in from America and Australia telling of new and successful ways of creating artificial rain by dropping ice on cloud formations. Paddy Pictorial's cameraman went along to get the full land-to-air story. Biggest headache is to spot the right type of rain-bearing cloud. In all, the rainmaker's plane covered 300 miles, flying north from Croydon and over Leicester, Birmingham and Manchester. Chemists, weathermen and agricultural experts, all concerned in the continual battle against the fear of drought, form their judgment of the possibilities opened up by the experiment on this start-to-finish film. Flying at 14,000 feet, there was no shortage of clouds, but here's a technical note: it must be an instability cumulus cloud. Material used is solidified carbon dioxide, pulverized dry ice to the non-technical, at a temperature of minus 130 degrees centigrade. And that, if you stop to think about it, is pretty cold. First results were not spectacular, but they have definitely proved that rainmaking is a practical proposition. And it's one we shall hear more of in the future.
It's back, Now 47, with the massive #1 from Robbie Williams. 42 of the biggest hits with Mojo and Ronin. Now 47 with the new #1 from Leanne Rimes. Craig David, Spice Girls, All Saints and Britney. Now 47 with Architects. And the massive Who Let the Dogs Out. Now 47, that's what I call music.
You know why you're still alive? Because I chose not to kill you. But they will.
This November, no matter the outcome, we will elect our 47th chief executive. But first, we're going to take a look back at how the president became president. This is your countdown to 47.
I'm going to vote blue. Vote for who you want. This is a free dictatorship.
Comments are still headed.
What else is on?
Yeah, let's see what else is. Coming to you now from the largest studio ever constructed, it's The Truman Show!
Yeah! Good morning!
Good morning.
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
What if? No scripts, no cue cards.
Morning, Spencer. How's it going?
What if you were watched every moment of your life?
How many cameras you got there in that town?
5,000.
I believe Truman is the first child to have been legally adopted by a corporation.
That's correct.
Brilliant.
Proceeding now to the man from Independence, Harry S. Truman. Prior to becoming the 33rd president, Truman was a farmer in Missouri. Truman left the farm to enlist in the Army upon U.S. entry into World War I in 1917. By the end of the war, Truman was promoted to major. Starting in 1922, Truman began his political career with his election to a county judge seat. But it was Truman's election to the U.S. Senate in 1934 that really launched him to national status.
What if everyone you knew was pretending?
Hi, honey. Look what I got at the checkout. Dishwasher safe.
That's amazing.
What if your world was make-believe?
Cue the sun. While the world he inhabits is counterfeit.
I'm not allowed to talk to you.
That's how I look. Not your type. There's nothing fake about Truman himself.
In 1944, President Franklin Roosevelt was nominated for a fourth term by the Democrats. Truman was chosen as the vice presidential nominee. The pair won that November. President Roosevelt's health was failing even before his inauguration in January of 1945. On April 12th, President Roosevelt suffered a cerebral hemorrhage and died. 2 hours later, Truman became the 33rd president of the United States.
What if you didn't know it? Until now.
A lot of strange things have been happening. Stand by ring cam.
Is he looking at us?
Does he think he knows?
I think I'm mixed up in something.
Something big. We accept the reality with which we're presented.
Everybody's pretending, Truman. Get out of here. Come and find me. Truman? Truman! Truman!
By the time he assumed the high office, the war in Europe was nearly won. The war in the Pacific, however, dragged on. President Truman, after being briefed on the Manhattan Project and the newly developed atomic bomb, issued a demand calling for the unconditional surrender of Japan, warning them of destruction if they refused. No reply was given. So, on August 6th, the bomb was dropped on the city of Hiroshima. The city was leveled, and within minutes, 80,000 people were dead. 3 days later, after there was still no surrender, a second bomb was dropped, this time on the city of Nagasaki. 39,000 were instantly killed, and another city was flattened. This remains the most controversial moment of Truman's time in office. Japan surrendered shortly afterward, and the Second World War was finally over. In 1947, the Soviet Union began to threaten the countries of Turkey and Greece. In response, the president issued the Truman Doctrine, pledging political, military, and economic support to all democratic nations under the threat of authoritarianism. This is commonly seen as the start of the Cold War.
Anything happen?
No.
You may find yourself in another part of the world.
Feels like the whole world revolves around me. Everybody seems to be in on it. I'm going away for a while.
You may tell yourself, this is not my beautiful wife. You may ask yourself, how did I get here?
I'm not in on it, Truman, because the last thing that I would ever do is lie to you.
Fade up music. That's our hero shot. He's gone.
Okay? Yes! Want to do it again? No!
Find him.
Truman, where are you going?
You can do it.
How do we stop him? Give me some lightning.
Is that the best you can do?
Cut transmission!
I like your pen. I was wondering that myself.
Jim Carrey. The Truman Show. Watch what happens.
Am I Truman?
Do you remember the day they took you? We were part of the same program. They want what's inside our DNA. The speed, the intelligence, the strength.
Okay, untie me.
You're the same as me. So untie yourself.
Tell me how to make an agent.
You don't want an agent. You want an army. They are the key to everything. The gift is not just surviving, you see everything.
Run.
We're gonna burn this program to the ground. You know who I am.
You're so lucky to be one up.
Lucky. We'll be lucky if we're up. We got it.
Oh. First on G. 45th President of the United States.
45th and 47th.
47th. Yes.
I love that.
Mr. Donald Trump. Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
Trump
did
National.
you hear that? 45th, 47th President as he tees up there with his driver. Right down the middle.
Code 47. Captain's eyes only.
Captain, I'm sorry to disturb you.
Yes, number one, what is it?
An incoming message. Code 47.
Even with warp power to the tractor beam, it would mean exceeding the recommended impulse engine output by at least 47%. Weren't there about 40 people killed?
47.
This is the 46.
47. The resumption of our present course of Warp 6 will place us in the Talib Beta system in 6 days, 13 hours, 47 minutes.
Captain's log, stardate 44474.5.
0.54 parsecs from our previous position, bearing 285 Mark 147.
Titanium 3 investigation, stardate 40164.7.
All right, computer. Analyze audio elements. Time index 1447 to 1558.
Captain, the probe's energy output is overloading our shields. Failure anticipated in 47 seconds.
Captain's log, stardate 44741.9.
Estimated distance to the nebulous perimeter.
4.7 million kilometers, sir.
Captain's log, stardate 45047.2.
Computer, how many entries are there for Darmok?
47.
Wesley, at what level are you?
I'm only level 10.
I'm at level 47.
We believe you are the only one who can help us.
I know what you are.
You have no idea.
I'm not afraid of you.
You should be.
We have some gaps in the aft shields, Captain. If the torpedoes explode, these areas will be contaminated with ion radiation. We need to evacuate sections 24 to 47, next 35 to 38.
If I remember correctly, the last time you graced my sickbay, you were diving off the cliffs of heaven on Sumiko 4. Holodeck program 47C.
I read 47 of them around the perimeter.
It is an irregular lattice composed of approximately 47 million strands of energy.
There's no time for chit-chat, sir. According to Mr. LaForge, who did get your message, by the way, a frequency setting of 0.047 on your phaser will correctly activate this creature.
It's back, Now 47, with the massive #1 from Robbie Williams. 42 of the biggest hits with Mojo and Ronin. Now 47 with the new #1 from Leanne Rimes. Craig David, Spice Girls, All Saints and Britney. Now 47 with Architects. And the massive Who Let the Dogs Out. Now 47, that's what I call music.
What is it, like checkers?
No, really, it's a better game than checkers. Two players, two sides. One is light, one is dark. That's older than Jesus Christ.
The temperature in the reaction chamber has increased by 47%.
When the interface malfunction occurred, subroutine C47 was replaced by elements from my personal programming.
What does C47 control?
My internal diagnostic indicates that my memory systems are functioning within normal parameters. For the 47 seconds I was inactive, there is no record of cognitive activity.
First time in human history, the splicing of human DNA was successful.
This is illegal. We're gonna go to jail for this.
Human cloning is illegal. This won't be human, not entirely.
The shocking events that followed have never been revealed.
Don't you think the world's gonna want to know what's next?
I propose that we build a robot child who can love, a robot child who will genuinely love the parent or parent it imprints on with a love that will never end. Ours will be a perfect child caught in a freeze frame, always loving, never ill, never changing. With all the childless couples yearning in vain for a license, it will fill a great human need.
His name is David.
I feel it. That's creepy. Whoa, this is so real.
distant future, in an age of intelligent machines. He is the first robotic child programmed to love and coexist as a member of a family. His is a tale of humanity and a journey to find his place among humans and machines.
I'm a boy.
You are a real boy. At least as real as I've ever made one.
Egg of an ovulating female and destroy all of its genes and chromosomes. We then implant the nucleus of the donor cell. That cell, with its genetic material intact, eventually becomes an embryo and is born as a living creature. Without parents? Well, it has no father because the egg was never fertilized, no mother because its genetic code comes from another being.
This can be done with humans?
If the surgical technique were precise enough.
It's monstrous, Doctor.
Why? Wouldn't you want to live in a world full of Mozarts and Picassos?
And we create life itself.
Are you ready for it?
Out of chaos.
One day the AIs are going to look back on us the same way we look at fossils.
dare you?
Killer Queen, a new fragrance by Katy Perry.
Where am I? You're in Ward 47 of the Tylonis Institute for Mental Disorders.
According to the plasma conversion sensor, the starboard engine has been in continuous operation for 47 days.
47 days?
They were heading 247, mark 059.
Salazar, how many people did we leave behind?
47, sir. This particular pawn has a lacunae of 47 minutes.
What is it about robots that makes them so robotic? At Wayland Industries, it has long been our goal to create artificial intelligence almost indistinguishable from mankind itself. Hello, I'm David.
What can you do, David?
I can do almost anything that could possibly be asked of me. I can assist your employees. I can make your organization more efficient. I can carry out directives that my human counterparts might find distressing or unethical. I can blend in with your workforce effortlessly.
David, what do you think about?
I think about anything. Children playing. Angels. The universe. Robots.
David, what makes you sad?
War. Poverty. Cruelty. Unnecessary violence. I understand human emotions, although I do not feel them myself. This allows me to be more efficient and capable, and makes it easier for my human counterparts to interact with me.
Is there anything you would like to say, David?
I would like to express gratitude to those who created me. Happy birthday, David. From Wayland Industries. Eighth generation Wayland type. Technological, intellectual, physical, emotional.
So as you come up to 10, that is their god. That is 10. That is the hermaphrodite. But if you stop at 9 and you skip to 11, skipping god, then you are a Luciferian. Because 11 is the number of the magician. It's the one step above. Once you have accomplished the tree of life, you are now the magician. You are one above 10. But they're doing it by skipping God. That's the symbolism of 9/11.
If you're looking for the truth, that's where you'll find it. I remember this.
So deja vu. And yet it's obviously all wrong. Maybe this isn't the story we think it is.
They taught you good. Made you believe their world was all you deserved. But some part of you knew that was a lie. Some part of you remembered what was real.
It's so easy to forget how much noise the Matrix pumps into your head. Something else makes the same kind of noise. War. What happens to Nia? The most important choice in Neo's life. It's not his to make.
She believed in me. It's my turn to believe in her.
Part of me feels like I have been waiting my whole life for you.
If you want to see Trinity again, fight for her!
I saw this in a dream. My dream ended here.
shall find. Knocking the door will be open to you, and he will come on in and talk with you a while. Hallelujah. Yes, he will. He'll come in. He'll come in. If you're seeking, he'll come in. If you're seeking, he'll come in. Bless your name, Jesus. Bless your name, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord.